On the internet, something is always happening. No matter which corner of it you're on or what community you're in, there'll always be something going on, whether it's good or bad. And this leads to some things basically being left out. Something extremely huge or something massive could happen, and you have no clue that it even happened, and you don't even know what's going on. And I feel like something like this is kind of happening with the anime community right now, because I have ended up seeing something that I have seen really no one talked about, and it's something that's very interesting. It's something that I could think could be a really big deal for anime moving forward if this succeeds and more companies decide to do it. And it is one thing that I've seen one company have done, and let me go and talk about that right now. So every story has a beginning, and this story begins with Uma Musume. This is something that I talk about a lot because it's something that I'm very interested in. No matter how much of a hardcore anime fan you say you are, or you say you only watch anime that has 10 out of 10 storytelling, and that completely changes the way how you see everything. Every anime fan will like one of these series. I just call these like Spice of Life series, or what I like to call second monitor material, because the best way to watch these series is if you're completely doing something else. Like if I'm playing a video game, I'll usually have like Uma Musume on my second monitor, and even if you are watching it on like your mainstream and you're paying full attention to it, it's still extremely fun because it's a very enjoyable anime to watch. Yeah, it's not game changing and you're not going to watch Uma Musume, it's going to completely change the way how you see everything and you're going to say like this is the best story you ever watched in your whole life. It's definitely not that, but it's super duper entertaining. And you know, sometimes that's really all a media needs to be. It just needs to be fun, and you can easily just go turn it on and enjoy it. And it's something that I will always recommend people to watch to see if you're bored and you just want to watch something new. Uma Musume ended up releasing a brand new side series called Road to the Top. And this is like a little side series talking about like a couple of characters that the communities are interested in. They ended up giving them their basically own anime. It's a 4-episode series, and it's extremely enjoyable, and I think it's kind of a better way to watch Uma Musume since there's so much characters in it. Just focusing on like a couple of characters and giving them their own series and giving them a time to shine, I just think that's very enjoyable. But now I know what you're wondering. What did Uma Musume do that is so special? And it's the way how they decided to release this brand new miniseries. Now, if me explaining Uma Musume to you made you interested enough to go watch it, I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, where do I have to go to watch this? What streaming service do I have to pay for to watch this? What do I do? Well, the one thing that I think is interesting is that you don't need any of that. If you want to go and watch this anime, you can actually watch it right now on YouTube, because this is the first full anime that's actually being released on their YouTube channel. If you go to the official Uma Musume YouTube channel, they just straight up have all 4 episodes right there. They straight up uploaded it and they straight up premiere it like they're watching it on TV. Like for example, what they did for each 4 episodes, they all premiered on Sunday. So on Sunday, you can go sit down and the episode will premiere. You can watch it live with everyone else with the live chat, and they can like walk around and talk about the episode as the episode is going live. And when the streaming was done, they just upload it on their YouTube channel. And I think this is something that literally could potentially be huge. Now, this isn't the first time they did something like this. They did this before with the other side series being their whole mini shorts, which I think is called Umai, which are these 3-minute shorts of just a handful of characters goofing around, and they're extremely enjoyable to watch. And this is something that they also released on their YouTube channel. I think this is an extremely big deal. Because this is on YouTube, this is easily one of the most accessible animes that you can go watch. You don't need to worry about owning any streaming services. This is something that's just easily on YouTube. And I think this is something huge that I think more anime studios can go doing, because to me, this is basically getting rid of the middleman. Obviously, if you have something on the streaming service, or if you have something like airing on TV, you're gonna need to go through it with like a bunch of deals, and like a bunch of contracts, and tons of things that has to go down so you can go and get your position. Especially on TV, it's extremely competitive for you to get like a good timing where like everyone is sitting there watching your show. And let's be honest, the only things that's gonna get those mega good timings are gonna be the most popular thing. And if someone way more popular comes by, you're just gonna instantly go and take your slot. And same thing with streaming services too, even though there's a little bit more difference because you can go watch anything at the same time. Obviously, someone's gonna pay more attention to something that's way more successful than something that could be risky. But if you just straight up upload it on YouTube, you don't have to deal with any of that at all. And I think this is something that's really huge. It's something that I'm shocked that I'm not seeing more companies do. I don't know if they think that it's not going to be successful, because it seems like Road to the Top is actually doing really well. Yeah, these aren't getting like crazy breakout views. It's not 100% watching it. You don't have like millions of people watching it going live. But because it's on YouTube, it will always consistently get views as time goes by. We all see YouTube videos that don't really do good when they first come out, but later on in nowhere ended up popping off. Or YouTube videos that just consistently grow the longer it stays on the platform. You releasing your anime or just any TV show on YouTube can basically just do that. And this could just be a 100% win for the company in general. Because I don't think they're going to launch main series like this. I'll be absolutely shocked if official season 3 of Uma Musume launches on their YouTube channel. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think this is an easy way for you to launch side series or just smaller studios just to release anime in general just on YouTube. I think it's only a matter of time we're going to see, like, I wouldn't say a big studio, but like a medium-sized anime studio, maybe double A or single A if they exist, and may just completely release their anime on YouTube. And I'm very interested to see how that's going to go, because I do feel like this is the start on something. Now, I don't know if they're the first company who ended up doing this. They could be another company who does this, and I don't really know about this, but I think this is really interesting. And what comes with most trends, it usually starts with something small. And Uma Musume is very popular, but I wouldn't say it's like the biggest thing, especially globally. Uma Musume is really only big in Japan, and people who aren't really in Japan rather don't really know what it is, or if they are in the community, it's usually super duper small. Like, for a good example, one thing that this is such a big deal for people in this community is that this has English subs, and the people who make Uma Musume do not care about their global audience at all. I don't even think they even know it exists, or if they do exist, they're just like purposely ignoring us. We can talk about how much we want like a global release of the mobile game, or how much we just want them to like actually pay attention to us and just pretend that we actually exist. It's probably just not going to happen. So the fact that this had English subs was just a big deal, and also it released on YouTube is also very interesting. I just think this is very interesting, not really for big companies, but I say for more smaller companies. I can see this for a way for like a double A studio, or someone who doesn't necessarily have like that much money, who can't really get on like big streaming services, or can't even get on TV, or can't even get like these crazy fundings. They could just not have to deal with that at all, and just have an idea and just make an animation series and just release it on YouTube and call it a day, and see if it could succeed that way. I think this is something extremely interesting, just something that I wanted to talk about a little bit more. I did bring this up a little bit when I first talked about Road to the Top episode 1 releasing, but now since the anime is done, and I don't really see a lot of people talking about how this is a whole anime series released on YouTube, I just wanted to go and just hopefully just show more people about it, because I do think this is very interesting. It's something that could change the anime industry. Anyway, this is something that I want to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.